Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you what I did to heal myself emotionally and physically. So a few years ago, I was at a really low point in my life. I had daily anxiety. I had so much fear of the future. My mind was so incredibly negative every single day. I found myself in really unhealthy, toxic relationships. I struggled with codependency. I always felt lonely. I felt worthless. I felt like I was never loved. I felt like nobody loves me on this planet. I didn't love myself. I had digestive issues. I had so many food intolerances because of all of this anxiety. And I never understood the link between the two of them. I never understood how my anxiety, my thoughts, my fear of the future was actually creating my digestive issues. It never clicked for me. But it actually makes so much sense because our emotions and our thoughts are creating this incoherence in our body, which is what I would learn a few years later. So I was at this really low point in my life, and I remember I asked the universe for help. I was just sitting in my room and I was like, please show me how to do this. Please show me how to feel better. And then on that same day, I went on YouTube. And the first video on my Explore page was a guy named CORNELIUSCHRISTOPHER. And immediately I was drawn to this video. It was something about healing. He did a one-on-one session with a person who I knew. And then I decided to click on it and watch it. And that was the day my life completely changed. I went on his website and I signed up for his Coherence Healing sessions. I had no idea what they were going to be about, but I remember I did one of his pre-recorded meditations first. And it's very different from your usual meditation. And I cannot even explain what it did in my body. It completely shifted something. I remember my head, it felt so lightheaded. I felt like so much negativity just got sucked out of my brain. I didn't understand it, but I felt it. And that was enough for me. So the next day, I did one of his live sessions. I spoke with him. And again, I had a sensation in my body where I felt something release just by speaking with him. Because when you're actually speaking with him, you're speaking to yourself. You are speaking to your consciousness. That is the beautiful gift he has. When you're reading a bit more about his life story, the pain and suffering he went through to get to this beautiful awakened state where he got the gift of no inner voice and the gift of helping you move forwards by hearing your consciousness and then repeating back to you what your consciousness is actually saying. And that is something I have never encountered before, ever in my life. But when I spoke with him, I knew I was speaking to myself. And it was through these sessions that I understood I can heal myself. And I'm the only person who can heal myself. And Cornelius is showing me how to do it. He's showing everybody in this group how to do it. Every single person who asks for help will get help. Through these sessions, I created this awareness of my thoughts. I understood how my mind creates reality, how my emotions determine how I live my life. I was able to identify where negative emotions are coming from. They are coming from my mind, from my way of thinking. So the first step in this healing process was to change my mindset, to understand what limiting beliefs I have, to understand what programs I have, to understand what my mind is telling me on a daily basis. Then I learned how to consciously disagree with those thoughts. I learned how to reprogram my mind, because when you program your mind to be negative, you can also do it the opposite way. Like you can actually reprogram it to be positive, which is something I never knew either. And then the beautiful thing about his Coherence Healing meditations is you literally just have to sit and be and do absolutely nothing and just allow your consciousness to do the work. Allow your consciousness to clear out negativity, to clear out incoherence. And then after the sessions, you are asked to actually put into action what you have just learned. It's like the sessions, they push you. They keep clearing out incoherence. But what we do in between sessions, that is what's the most important. There are a few principles that I now live by that have completely transformed my life. And it all comes down to being loving and kind to yourself. Because when you are being kind to yourself, you're not creating incoherence in your body. You're also not creating incoherence for other people. And I will leave a link to his website and to a way of life, all of these principles in the description of my video, because I truly believe every single person should live by this. It has completely changed my life. It has completely transformed the way I see myself, the way I see this world, and it completely healed me emotionally and physically. I no longer have digestive issues. I no longer have any food intolerances. I don't have any anxiety anymore. I don't have any fear of the future anymore. I live in a present moment. I don't really go back into the past anymore and repeat all the terrible things that happened to me, because I recognize when I live in a present moment, this is where I can shape my future. And that is literally the only moment that truly exists. My body right now is the healthiest it has ever been. I used to get really terrible cramps when I was on my period as well. That has completely disappeared. And literally all I did was join these sessions, and honestly, I'm grateful every single day this happened. Every single day I have so much gratitude that I get to do this. I am so grateful because I know exactly without these sessions I wouldn't be where I am right now. I just wouldn't. I know this. Without this information I received through these sessions, I would have never understood that my mind was creating all of this suffering for me. I would have never understood. And this is where I am eternally grateful. And this is why I recommend this, because I truly believe that every single person can turn their life around. Every single person has the ability to heal themselves. What I've seen in these sessions over the course of the past 3 years, you can't put it into words because words are so limiting. It is complete, pure magic and miracles. And it is something you have to experience in order to understand. So I highly, highly, highly encourage anyone who has asked for help to join these sessions. I'm filming this video because I want to give back. My intention is that anybody who asks for help, anybody who asks consciousness for help or the universe, I truly hope they get this video on their explore page, or they find this video in any way so they can get the help they need. So they find this website, so they find the sessions, so they can join and see the magic for themselves. I want to put myself out there because I know there's a different way to live your life, because I have experienced it. I came from such a low vibration, feeling terrible every single day, having such an incredibly negative mind, to the way I live my life now. And I get to work on myself every single day, again and again and again, because it is a continuous practice. I spend 27 years, or let's say maybe 20 years of my life being so negative to myself every single day. And it takes time to clear that up, and I'm still in the process of clearing it up. And there are so many limiting beliefs that are coming up that I can now finally let go of. It is a process. So you need to give this as much time as it needs. I'm 3 years in, and I feel the best I have ever felt in my life, but I still recognize there's more to release. There's more to let go of. And why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't I put in the work to do it? And I will leave all the details to Cornelius and his website in the description of this video. I, again, highly encourage anyone to join these sessions if you want to make a change in your life. I'm sending all of you so much love, and I will talk to you in my next video.